Going on, good people? Hope all is well on this amazing, beautiful Saturday. It's been a little rainy here in Cleveland, but it's all good. It's all good. What's going on, y'all? I want to talk about social media engagement. So look, if you're trying to get your brand to go to the next level, you want more sales, you have to start engaging a little bit more. Got this really dope strategy that all of y'all can use this play to make a whole lot of money, build your brand up, get more followers. But it's called the 10 on 10 strategy. You literally spend 10 minutes a day commenting on 10 different people's posts. That's all you got to do. Now you could say, man, that seems like a lot. But in between you just chilling in the bathroom, ladies and guys, right? In between the time that you making dinner, making breakfast, you waiting at a stoplight, like you doing all kind of stuff that you just sitting there, might as well start engaging. When you do this effectively, your brand goes to the next level, because now these individuals that have never heard about you, they get a chance to witness how dope you really are. One of the biggest problems for a lot of people, entrepreneurs, business owners, is that not enough people know about you. So if you give more people the opportunity to know about you, I guarantee you'll start getting more sales. So the way that this works is you spending 10 minutes a day just commenting on 10 different people's posts in order to grow your brand. I call this the 10 on 10 strategy. It works like crazy. What's going on? How are you? It works like crazy. I've got more followers, I got more comments, I got more sales, I got more people reaching out, wanting to work with me simply by making comments. Now, this does not mean every single person is going to do it, but if you do it effectively, the way that I'm telling you to do it, I'm telling you, you're going to have some crazy results. So it's called the 10 on 10 strategy. And it's so easy. You literally just spend 10 minutes a day commenting on 10 different people's posts. So how do you do this? How do you start? Go to a particular hashtag, right? That you know your target audience or the people that you want to serve is at on these particular hashtags, right? Or somebody that's really big already in that industry, you know that their followers are most likely going to be the people that you're trying to serve as well. So you go through that list, start making comments on these different people's posts. And when you do that, they're going to become more aware of you. Now, again, everybody is not going to come over and start liking your stuff or commenting or following you. But what tends to happen is the more you do it, the better results that you're going to have. And then this takes away that weirdness of like sending cold DMs to people, right? Because that can get really, really awkward really, really fast, especially if they don't know any idea of who you are. But then you just pop up in a DM. So if you do this 10 on 10 strategy by commenting on different people's posts, then you're going to have much better results and you start to build relationships. Building relationships is the way to build sales. People are not just going to come to your page and automatically want to buy from you just because you said that the product was dope. It don't work like that. They want to get a chance to know you. They want to get a chance to see if other people are using your product. Y'all can check on my page. I just posted this reel last night from the Better Business Bureau for my company. Now we have an A+ business rating with the Better Business Bureau. This was something that I needed to brag about because we as a company have done so well that we got 20 great reviews. We got an A+ business rating, and all of them is just 5 stars. So it took some time to get there, but hey, how are you? It took some time to get there, but it took a lot of work and great service, being able to provide great service to every single one of my clients. So this is the type of stuff that should be posted on your page. When you get some social proof, some great reviews and testimonials, talk about that, whether that person did a video for you or they just wrote it. Both are very, very effective to penetrating with your audience, but you gotta start building relationships. This is the way you're gonna get the sales. Nowadays in 2022, because there's so many people building relationships online, you have to find a way to distinctly stand out. And the way that you do that effectively is starting to build relationships. When people start to come over to your page for the first time and they say, wow, like, you're amazing, you're dope, I like what you have to offer, don't think that they're going to buy right then and there. It usually takes about 5 to 7 opportunities for them to see your content, learn about who you are, visiting websites, visiting links, all of those things. But it definitely can happen. But you got to start now building the relationships, because if it's going to take on average 5 to 7 times for them to see your product, see your content, and actually make a purchase, then if you're not getting started to 6 months from now, 8 months from now, then you're going to be waiting for the sales. There are going to be people that's going to just pop up on you for the first time and see your stuff and be like, yes, I want to buy it now. But in other instances, in most instances, it's going to take some relationship building. And if you're a coach, if you're a consultant, if you're somebody who's working people one-on-one, or you have some type of group, you really want to make sure that you're penetrating the hearts and letting people know how valuable you are by building relationships. Don't just keep talking about your product or service. Identify what is going to be in it for them. Like, provide some tips, provide some suggestions, like even in their inbox, just talking to them. You want to be able to build these relationships. And here's the part that I gotta like slap y'all hands on, right? Is because a lot of you guys get people making comments on your post, but because it's not 20 or 30, you don't even respond to them. Like, every single person, whether it's 1 comment or 5 comments, should be responded to. Each one of these individuals are a human being. They deserve respect and value, just like you are hoping that they're going to give to you. So making sure that you respond to them, this lets you build relationships. This also lets them know that you are a human being like them, that you're relatable, that you're somebody that's humble enough to respond back to them. So this is a real big key. Something that took my business to the next level, I would say doing it hard in 2019, right? 2020. I made a decision that I wanted to build much more engagement on my page. So I wanted to get more sales. I wanted to get more traffic. I had to start building more relationships. So I'm imploring you today, if you are that person that wants more growth in your business, start doing some engagement today. And it's a mindset. It definitely is a mindset, because for a lot of us, we don't want to comment. We don't even want to respond back to them, because maybe somebody rejected you in the past. Maybe somebody abandoned you, right? Maybe somebody thought that they was about to buy from you, and then they pulled the curtains at the last minute and said, no, I'm not interested. And that might have hurt your feelings. So you're like, you know what? I'm not building relationships with people no more. I'm just going to put my product out there. Hopefully somebody going to buy. But at this day and age in 2022, most people are not just buying from you because you have a pretty picture on your page. That's not enough. They want to see the social proof. They want to see the value. Getting to the place where you become a servant way before you even ask for the sale. Like, come on, y'all. This is a mindset shift. Like, being able to provide excellent service and give people some type of value way before they gave you money. Can you do that? This is a way that you do this with landing pages and creating freebies, right? You're going to get their email address, but in exchange, you're going to give them some type of guide, some type of instruction manual, some type of quick ebook that they can not only learn your philosophy and the way that you do things, but they can also get some help and accelerate their business, their life, whatever you have to offer. These things happen when you build relationships. I was somebody, hey, good morning, y'all. I was somebody that didn't like building relationships because I was an introvert. So I was kind of closed off, sitting in the background, didn't really want to talk to people. But my business went to the next level when I started opening up my mouth way more, because then people had an opportunity to see how valuable Manny Hall really was. How valuable are you? I believe that you probably got so many great gifts and talents, but you're just not opening up your mouth enough. Happy Saturday. I believe that most people just have no idea what you do. And let's talk about this. Your bio needs to be updated. And I haven't even saw everybody's bio, but I'm talking to at least one person that's watching. Your bio probably needs to be updated. This is not the place where you're going to show all the cool things about your life and all your degrees and stuff like that. This has to be a quick snapshot of what it is that you do and how you can serve them. That's it. Now, everybody's not going to click the link in your bio and buy something, but you still want to be very, very clear in what your bio is so that people have an understanding what it is that you do. So as they're building relationships with you, in the back of their mind, they know that you're a coach. So if they ever come across somebody, they're going to think about you. Or if they need some help themselves, they're going to naturally think about you, because on a subconscious level, it's already implanted inside their mind because you made it very, very clear. Here's what happens with bios. When the bio isn't very clear and it's confusing, I'm not going to remember that. And every time I think about reading your bio, I have this disdain on the inside of me because you confuse me. You made me strain and use much more muscles inside my mind to try to figure out what the heck you really do. Once you do that, you literally have people walking away from you and they go to somebody that has an easier process, an easier explanation what it is that they do. So if you're somebody that needs your bio updated, just take a look at it. And right now, don't trip. Don't nobody know you. And I'm not saying that mean, but this is literally nobody really knows you right now. You're on the low. So you might as well build, make some mistakes along the way. And then when you're really ready to come out, then you're going to be explosive. But right now, like, work on that stuff behind the scenes. Read you some books, especially within your industry. Making sure that you're doing your affirmations every single day. Because if you don't get this mindset part right, you're never going to be successful. And that might sound mean and harsh, but I just want to make sure that I'm talking to the right people in the room, right? Because most of the people that are watching right now, I believe, are part of the decision makers crew, right? This is what we do. We make decisions and we have to be honest with each other. We can't just be giving this fluff out because the fluff doesn't actually equal sales. The fluff doesn't actually help us get to the next level. I know for sure that the only reason my business is successful as it is, and I want it to be much more successful, is because I fixed my mindset about who I was and where I'm going. I still got some work to do, y'all, but every single day I make it a point to listen to my affirmations, to read my affirmations, to pray, to get my exercise routine in, make sure that I'm drinking my water, make sure I drink a smoothie. There are things that I have to do every single day as habits to literally continue to create this amazing Manny Hall that you guys see before you. And I'm not perfect at all, but I do believe that I'm amazing. And you should be believing that you're amazing too. Don't have somebody sell you short because of what they think about you. You got to have greater thoughts about yourself. And this is why I say that I am amazing. Manny Hall is the most amazing person here on this earth. You can say, man, you tripping. Why you being arrogant? I'm not being arrogant at all. I believe in myself. And it's only in believing in myself do I walk into all the God's promises that he has for me. You are thinking that if you pray hard enough that God is going to bring the blessings to you. It don't work like that. God only brings the blessing when you believe that you can actually have it. Like, you remember that story in the Bible where the dude said, I believe that you can do it, but help my unbelief, right? The reason he said that is because he knew that there was some programming, there were some beliefs going on inside of him that was keeping him from actually obtaining every single thing that God had for him. So he said, I believe, but help my unbelief. That's one thing that you got to go to God with sometimes. Say, look, I believe that I can have a successful business, but help my unbelief. That small program that might be running behind the scenes that is making me think I'm a failure, or I have to be insecure, or I have to acquiesce to certain people. And let's talk about this for a minute since it's on the top of my mind. We're still talking about social media engagement, so it's all tying in. For the people that you look at with blue check marks, with 500,000 followers, 200,000, 70,000, whatever the case, don't acquiesce to them. Don't. You might be somebody watching with 70,000 and you acquiesce to somebody with 100,000. Do not acquiesce to anybody with a blue check mark or because they have a certain amount of followers. Here's the thing that blew my mind probably about 5 or 6 years ago. I had a consultation with this guy, and he had about 500 followers. So I'm thinking, okay, well, he must not be that major. People don't even know about him. You only got 500 followers, so, okay, you're just a regular guy. Well, this dude was paid, had much more money than me, had much more influence than me. It just wasn't on social media. So don't trip. And then I've also met so many people with blue check marks that are literally sleeping on somebody's couch every single day because they're hoping, praying, and waiting for their meal ticket. So don't trip. You just as good. They're just human beings. I promise you. And now since I've had quite a few clients that had blue check marks, I'm like, man, I thought that you was just this crazy superstar. Like, you literally are just a human being. And that humbled me because I started to think that their gift and talent, their celebrity status, their blue check mark was somehow making me feel less than. And I had to break free from that. This about 5 years ago, y'all. And I've never even shared that with nobody. So y'all the first people to ever hear that. But with that, I decided to change my mind about who I am. I had to go back to, who am I? Well, I'm God's child. And who else am I? I'm a black man here in America that's smart, that's intelligent, got 2 degrees, almost done with his doctorate, has a very successful business. He's smart, he's handsome, he got a great family. I started to think these things about myself. And this, again, there's no arrogance, but it's getting to the point where you see yourself as valuable so you can project that out into the world. If you keep thinking that you're less than, you're not beautiful, you're not smart enough, then this is what you're going to give out to people. I never forget that other story in the Bible. I can't remember where it is. It might be in 2 Kings possibly. But they were told to go out and spy the enemy's camp. And they said, well, they look at us as grasshoppers. They never said that they were grasshoppers, but they came back and said, they look at us as grasshoppers because this is how they saw themselves. How do you see yourself? If you believe that you are for real, dope entrepreneur, great business owner, you're smart, you're intelligent, then act that way every single time you show up. It doesn't matter how many people are in the room, and it doesn't matter who's in the room, right? Again, we're not acquiescing to anybody. We respect everybody, but we realize that they're no better than us. We all literally on the same level since we all come from God, right? This is my belief system. We all come from God and literally just one organism as a whole. Then we're literally all just one. So I don't have to be intimidated by you. I don't have to acquiesce to you. I can know that you're amazing and powerful, right? But I'm just as amazing and powerful because I'm a human being just like you. So with that thought in mind, you need to be showing up. Right? Every single opportunity that you get a chance to show how amazing you are with this great gift that you have inside of you, you need to be showing up. You need to be acting like you know who the heck you are and who you were made to be. And here's a deep part. We as believers, Christian believers, this is what I am, a Christian believer. I know for a fact that God loves me. But sometimes in the day-to-day, that can be a struggle, right? Because you're like, well, all these other things are going on. Like, why aren't these millions showing up? Why is my brand not going to the next level right away? Like, what the heck what's going on? Sometimes you just got to respect the process. And sometimes God wants you to go through some struggles. Sometimes he wants you to go through a little bit of pain so that you can learn some of these lessons. So it's going to help your business thrive later. And now you got a testimony, and now you got some experience and expertise that you can really share with the people that you're trying to serve. So your social media engagement is going to go to the next level when you become more confident. Start commenting on some of these people with these blue check marks. They ain't nobody, y'all. I promise you. These folks with 50,000, 100,000, 200, 500,000, 90 million, they ain't nobody. They're just a regular human being just like you. So start commenting on theirs. Get their attention. If there's some brands that you want to work with, start commenting like crazy. Making sure that you hit that notification bell that's at the top right-hand corner of their page. Make sure that y'all have done the same for mine so that you're not missing my content. You can click that arrow right now, the one right there. Click that arrow, go to my page real quick, making sure that that notification bell is there so that when I do live videos, you're notified. When I make new posts, you're notified. When I post new stories, you're notified way before anybody else. And they don't keep sending you all this junk that you really don't want to see. Come on, y'all. We be following people that we really don't want to follow, but we following them because we feel obligated to follow them because everybody else is following them. So you feel like, well, if I'm not, then I must be obscure. I must be different. I must be weird. Nope. Sometimes you have to look at the individuals that you're following because this stuff is going inside of you, right? All this negativity and you think it's no big deal because this your friend from high school, this your friend from college, so you keep following them and you know that they ain't doing nothing but producing more negativity and you really don't even want to see that. Come on, y'all. Let's switch it up. Let's start to follow people that we want to see positive content that's actually motivating us to get better, drinking more water, going to the gym, reading more books, doing plants, like eating better, whatever the case. Those type of pages you should be following because Instagram is about building relationships and every single person's not going to be a customer. So get that in your mind right now. Every single person that really rocks with you on your Instagram page, they're not going to buy from you all the time. But here's what they will do. They will support you. They will share. They will put stuff on their stories if they know that they are building a relationship with a real person and not just someone that wants another sale from them. So there's nothing wrong with getting a sale, but this whole building relationships on social media, building your engagement, this is to eventually get a sale, but not in a traditional way of just straight cold DMing people, right? This is a way for you to cultivate relationships, allow people to get a chance to know you a little bit more, and then they make a decision if they want to buy from you, but there's no force at all. And there's no worry attached to it, right? There's no, if y'all receiving this, can y'all just put a 1 in the chat? If y'all receiving any of this, just put a 1 in the chat. This is the way that you are going to grow your business effectively, y'all. It's building these relationships with people, and it's going to take some time. Some people are going to see you for the first time. You're going to blow their mind. They're going to be like, man, where the heck you been all my life? You should have been tapped in. I should have been getting some help from you, right? But you have to make yourself available to them. Stop being so scary. I know that social media might seem so intimidating. Well, I don't want to make this post because I might have a misspelled word and they might not like this image and I might not get a whole lot of attention. I don't want to seem like somebody that don't get attention. Stop tripping, man. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Let's stop tripping. Just make the post. Whether people like it or not, you have to realize that everyone's opinion is subjective. Nobody is going to feel exactly the same about every person's content. You could create something that you thought was the dopest thing in the entire world, and guess what happens? Nobody really liked it. And you're like, what did I miss? I thought this was great. I'm going to delete it. No, don't delete it because it was a good post. Just because they didn't hit like didn't mean that they didn't like it. Also didn't mean that this is not going to lead to a sale. But the same is true when you have an idea for a concept for a post and you feel like, well, no, this isn't good. People probably not going to like it. If you feel inspired, especially like you get that unction from God, that little butterfly feeling like, man, I got to do this, man. This might seem crazy to everybody else. I'm going to do it. Put that post out there because that is going to be the one that's going to hit hard. But we keep holding ourselves back because we don't want to produce content because these people's opinion are in your head. You worried about what they have to say. And I want to ask you, straight up, tell me the truth. Who are they? What's their name? Do you know their name? Who are they? Are they a man or are they a woman that you keep thinking about that might be trying to hold you back, that might be making you feel insecure about yourself, or they're judging you inside your head? Who are they? And if they don't have a name, you've never seen them, you've never heard from them, then let them go. Let them go out of your mind. You just produce the content. You show up the way that you know that you need to, and I guarantee at the proper time the sales going to start coming in like crazy. But you got to start doing the post. You got to start building the engagement. You got to start putting it out there. Why are you not commenting on people with blue check marks? These are the people that you said you want to work with, right? If you're a coach, wouldn't it be way easier if you had just 5 clients paying you $30,000 a month versus you trying to see 15 to 20 clients a month? And these people only paying you $500 or $1,000 a month? Come on, y'all. Like, let's switch the mindset up. You don't have to acquiesce to anybody. And I've said that before. You do not have to acquiesce to anybody. You're just as good as every single person that you want to work with. You're a human being just like them. They still got to put their pants on the same way, right? They still got to take showers, brush their teeth. They still stink sometimes if they don't clean up. You're a human being just like them. So reach out to them. Talk to them. Start building relationships with the people that you really want to connect with. Don't be afraid. Don't be intimidated. Don't be nervous. You just walk in your power. God gave you this power for a reason. You ain't got to acquiesce to nobody. If you believed how powerful you were, I wonder how amazing would your life be? I wonder how big that bag of money would be sitting right there on your counter at the house. Like, you like, babe, we got so much money. I don't even know what to do. We got to start giving some of this money away because it's just way too much coming in. Can you imagine that life where you're picking your kids up from school every day and you don't have to be hustling and rushing from work and trying to go home and fix dinner real quick and can't play with them and spend time with them on the weekend because you're exhausted from work? Can you imagine a life that you don't have to do that no more? Can you imagine a life that you take vacations when you want to? That you go to the grocery store and you buy all them high price items that you really be wanting to buy, but they cost $2, $3 more than the regular stuff, so you put it back? I want you to imagine you living the life of your dreams, y'all. Living this abundant life that you know deep down inside the God always had for you. But you've been holding yourself back because you don't want to show up. I'm asking you to make a decision today. And y'all see that link right below. You can click that link. Y'all book some time with me so we can do some consultations and get to the next level. I believe that there's something great inside of you, but you have to tap into it. You have to make a decision that you're going to do it this year. Listen, last year you had some troubles, right? Maybe some people in your family passed away, some close friends. Hey, my mom passed away last year, and it hit me hard, y'all. And for a few months, you can even look on my social media page from the time when my mom passed away, I was trying to be strong, and even right now I might be crying. I was trying to be strong because I knew I had to get used to this new life without my mom, but it was difficult. So we all have gone through some troubling times, but I made a decision that I was going to do this for my mom. Yep. I had told my mom before she passed that I was going to buy her house. I didn't get a chance to buy her house. So now that passion inside of me, that drive to now get my daddy a house is even stronger, right? I told my mom, I'm going to get you and daddy this house. I wasn't able to do that for my mom. Now I got to tap in and do my thing right now. I have to make a decision. And every single day that I wake up when I don't feel like working out, I do it for the brand. Why? Because in me looking nice and handsome and slimmer, it makes my brand more attractive. With me taking care of my beard, right? Making sure that I shampoo it properly. Making sure that I put the oil in it. It's a daunting task every day to be Manny Hall, but guess what? It pays. It pays off really, really good for me because I have these habits in place. Do you think I feel like reading all the time? No. But I put lists together. Meditate for 20 minutes. Read a book for 20 minutes. Listen to a book for 10 minutes. Play with your son for 30 minutes. Go drink some water. Drink some smoothies. Do this. I literally have a list that I live by every single day. And this is the only way that I have been this successful. If I woke up one day and decided I'm not doing what the list say, I'm just going to have it happen chance. Whatever happens today, I'm going to do that. I would not be here. I guarantee, because I used to be a master procrastinator, straight up master procrastinator. If I knew the assignment was due on Monday, I would literally be waiting till like 12 midnight to do the assignment that was due on Monday. Why? Because in my mind, I felt like I still had time, and I was also anxious because I didn't feel confident enough to actually do the assignment right. So now I have to wait to the last minute, and during that time be praying, talking about, God, can you please just help me? Give me some ideas on how I could do this. Can you just do the paper for me? Because I wasn't doing the work behind the scenes. I'm asking you to just be prepared. Be prepared for the blessing. You want something magical to happen, we got to tap in. Let me read some of these comments. What y'all saying? I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, y'all. Appreciate it. Yeah, mom Deuce. I miss her. I have to be strong to know that there is always a bigger picture at the end of the road. Just have to believe in what you know is a goal, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, you right there. Since you literally right there. All them blessings that you want is literally right there. You just can't see them, and it's natural because we sometimes not on the right vibration. And sometimes that thing that you really desire is like so big, but it takes a special kind of person to receive it, right? Because if you're not going to be prepared for this blessing, God is not going to give you this blessing. Why? Because he doesn't want you to look like a failure. He don't want to have his name be bad. Like, why you keep giving that girl a blessing? You know she ain't ready for that. You know she ain't about to do the work. You know she's not going to be posting on social media and engaging with her audience. So why you even going to give her $1 million? She's not going to connect with nobody. She's not going to do the conferences. She's not going to do the events. She's too scared. She's not going to do no live videos. Ain't nobody showing up. She's too scared. But when you get to that point and you say, God, I'm going to surrender. I'm going to do what I do. Yeah, God, if you believe that I have the power to do this, if you think that I am amazing, then this is what I'm going to think about myself. So when I show up on social media, they're going to see something different. I'm going to show up with way more passion, way more tenacity, right? Way more energy, way more thrive, because I know who I am, because he told me who I am. So this is no arrogance or pride, because I'm not coming up with this stuff by myself. Listen, the Bible says that we were made inside the image of God, right? Everybody can agree with that. That's what the Bible says. But here's a part that you probably miss. God is a creator, right? And if we're made inside of his image and likeness, and this is our daddy, then he also taught us to be creators too. Come on, y'all, teaching real good. Listen, please put some diamonds, please put some fires, please put something in the chat to let me know that you guys are receiving this, because here's a deep part. If God is a creator and you were made inside of his image, and that means you're also a creator, then that means every single day you need to be waking up creating things. Here's the difference. God creates out of formless substance. He created the wind. He created the ocean. He created the ground. You can't do that. You can't. I can't do that. But what we can do is create from substance that is already there. So that means if the internet exists, I can create an amazing business because I'm a creator. Right? If live videos exist, I can create dope live videos that's going to lead to sales because I'm a creator. If I'm a creator, then I wake up every single morning and say I'm going to create some happiness today. I'm going to have a whole lot of joy every single day. I don't care if me and my wife is beefing. I don't care if me and my husband beefing, me and my girlfriend, whatever the case, whoever you dealing with. It don't matter. I'm going to be happy today. Because it's within the happiness, all these blessings that you see. I don't want to go too deep because I don't want to be going too much over your head, but I'm going to respect your genius right now, right? I'm going to respect your genius. There are literally these different vibrations. Like when you hear people talking about like, that's a vibe or I'm vibing or whatever. There are literally vibrations right now that you just can't see that exist. When you start getting happier, that blessing, right, this right here on that vibration, it's literally waiting on you. It's like I can't give it to you because to get this blessed, you got to be happier. You got to have more joy. You got to be more prepared. You have to look better, man. And I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about me right now. I needed to look better. This is why I made a decision to improve my brand and start going to the gym almost every single day. I'm probably at about 4 times a week. Going to the gym, working out, drinking more water, right? You already know that I'm vegan. I went vegan primarily for some health concerns that I had because there was nerve damage inside my body. So the doctors had no idea how to cure it. They said you can keep taking this medication for the rest of your life, but there's no known cure, Manny. So you're going to have this for the rest of my life. I said the devil is a lie. I'm going to do what I can. So I started researching stuff online, found out that a lot of junk food, right? A lot of processed food was literally keeping me stuck and keeping that pain inside my body. So I made a decision to go vegan, to eat as clean as possible, to give myself a better chance at life, to be here for my kids, to be here for my business. Saying all that to say, this is now a part of my brand, y'all. Like working out, eating right is a part of my brand. I'm not a fitness coach at all. I'm not a nutritionist at all. I'm a brand developer. So as I'm helping other people develop their brands, I can't tell them to work out if I'm not doing it. I can't tell you eating right if I'm not doing it. I can't say you need to be drinking some tea, really flush your system out. If I'm not doing that and being the example, I can't talk about it, right? So this is the reason why I decided to level up in every single area of my life. To read more books, to study, to be more prepared. I used to have consultations, y'all, and I'm just going to be brutally honest with y'all. This was probably about 3 or 4 years ago. I was never prepared for the consultations. I didn't do the research properly, right? I didn't study the person's page. I didn't study their brand, have a better understanding of their business before the consultation, and I was just winging it. And I was still getting sales. But here's what God showed me. He said, man, if you have that much natural talent, I wonder what would happen if you was prepared. And I was like, man. I felt somewhat convicted, but challenged all at the same time. And some of you are the same. You have so much natural talent, I can only imagine a way that you would show up if you was prepared. Like that next time that you did your webinar, that you really put some focused notes together, right? That you really had some really nice slides and not just pulling stuff from Google, but you really thought this thing through. When you got ready to put your social media content together and your captions, you really thought this through because you realized that this is an impression for someone to have upon my brand, for them to have a reputation about my brand, what I'm displaying to them. Put the work in. Do this stuff behind the scenes because I guarantee that if you do this work, your brand will go to the next level. Your business will go to the next level. It wasn't easy to become this Manny Hall that I am right now. And I promise you, I'm going to promise you something straight up, y'all. Y'all ain't even seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. Brother, you've been rocking with me for a long time and you just start rocking with me. I'm telling you, you ain't seen nothing yet. I am on fire right now, y'all. I am going in for my business. I'm going in for my brand. I'm going in for my family because I decided that I want something different for them. Yeah. And the life that I was giving them before, me as a husband, me as a dad, me as friends, it wasn't enough. I wasn't stepping up. I wasn't doing things to excellence. Again, because of my genius, my creativity that God gave me, I was just winging through life in a lot of areas with a lot of relationships, a lot of people just winging it because I knew I had this natural gift. But now I'm switching things up. I'm now being much more prepared. And now it's golden, y'all. Like, I'm getting to the point where I want to master different disciplines within my life. I want to be able to be a master at working out, a master at eating right, a master at marketing, a master at sales right, a master at branding, because these are my areas that's going to help me get to the next level, right? And I challenge you to do the same. Whatever industry that you're a part of, become a master in it. Like, you know your stuff so good that if anybody asks you, they're like, oh yeah, she's definitely at the top of her game. She's definitely one of the top people in this industry because she clearly does the homework. And this is what I'm trying to get into your brains today. Just do the work behind the scenes, because as you do the work, when you show up, people going to see something different than they ain't never seen before. They going to see this advancing man, this advancing woman. And what I mean by that is you're constantly advancing. Every time they look up, you're making some new improvement. Every time they look up, there's another sale. Every time they look up, there's somebody new talking about you. If y'all getting this, man, put some ones in the chat. Just put a 1 in the chat. You ain't got to put no emojis. I'm just asking you to put a 1 in the chat if you're getting anything out of this. It's that time in that season when you start doing your engagement right. Here's the beauty. Here's the beauty. When you start doing the engagement, they come over to your page for the first time, they're going to be like, who the heck is this? They're going to be like, man, this woman is powerful. I thank God for even connecting me with this person, because they are literally going to help me go to the next level. Who in your life, and be honest with me, who in your life is challenging you to get to the next level, right? Because here's the problem with this society that we live in right now, with this whole cancel culture, whether it's in the black community or as a whole. The problem with this society now is, y'all, we don't want to be ourselves because we don't want to offend somebody. And I'm to the point where if you are going to be offended because I'm living my best life and I'm believing what I believe, and I'm talking about Jesus on the live video and business at the same time, that makes you want to walk away. I'm okay with that. You can try to cancel me, but you can never properly cancel me because I'm God's son. You can't cancel me. Listen, money comes to me easily and effortlessly. All my bills are paid with wonderful ease. I say these affirmations because I know that they are true in my heart, right? Because it lines up, right, with the word of God. God shall supply all my needs according to his riches and glory in Christ Jesus. So if I know that Christ Jesus had riches and God gave him riches here on earth, he had that abundant mindset. I need to have the same thing. And now I realize that can't nobody cancel me. Can't nobody interfere with God's amazing plan for my life, because I made a decision every single day to wake up and to have joy and to have happiness and to experience the peace and to stay on the course that he told me to. Listen, this workout regimen, this mindset, this lifestyle I'm living is not easy, y'all. It takes a whole lot of discipline, but it pays off so well. That me and my family can live in a beautiful home. We both have nice cars, my wife and I. We eat the foods that we want to eat that are healthy for us, and they be costing a lot of money, but because we have expensive taste with food, and we're healthy. We want to eat the best fruits and vegetables. I want to eat exotic fruits. I want to eat the best herbs around the world. I want to eat the best vitamins for my body. So these are the type of things that I invest in. If you say, Manny, in your closet right now, would you say that there's $1 million worth of clothes? No, I'll tell you definitely not. You're probably looking at closer to like maybe $5,000 to $10,000 in clothes. Their worth and value from the time I was at the store and paid for them. Because I put my value in stocking things that actually matter. That's going to help me get to the next level. So I invest in programs. I invest in software. I invest in coaching. My mentor, Myron Golden, this program is not cheap at all, y'all. But I'm going to tell you, when I made an investment in that, it helped me go to the next level in months, not years. Months, 2-3 months, my business was to the next level. I was making way more money. Simply because he challenged me to start thinking differently. Same thing I'm doing with you. I want to challenge you to think differently. If y'all give me permission, and I'm only going to be on for maybe another 15 minutes or so. If y'all would give me permission, put coach me right in the chat. And I will know that I have permission to coach you for the next few minutes. I'm about to give y'all some real good game that I would normally give to my clients. But I want to give it to you. And if you don't mind, just say coach me in the chat. And I'm going to just coach you right now. This ain't about you hiring me. This is literally me giving you this game right now on this live video. But I'm only going to give it if at least one person. And then the rest of the people, y'all can be silent and don't even listen. But if one person say coach me, I'm going to give you this game. Okay, great. I got one. Here's the thing. When you start thinking differently, people start thinking differently about you. Here's one of the things my mentor told me early on. He asked me how many books you read. I said, not many. He said, you got to start reading books immediately. This information is going to go inside your mind. It's going to connect with everything else that is already there, that is powerful, and you're going to go to the next level. And since you already believe that God has your back and that you're powerful inside of him, if you get this great information inside of you from all these great authors that have wrote books, it's going to collide with that and you're going to naturally go to the next level. I didn't want to hear it, y'all. So I fought it for probably about a month or so. Even though I had paid a whole lot of money. He told me, man, you got to be more teachable. You got to be more coachable. And I said, okay, I'm going to try. Here was one of the richest pieces of information that he gave to me. He said, instead of you trying to find leads, Manny, you got to make yourself findable. And I said, wow, what do you mean become findable? What does that mean? He said, become more attractable. Like, become more attractive. Like, be that person in your industry that everybody's talking about. And the only way that that's going to happen, Manny, is if you improve a lot of aspects of your life that you're not working on now. He said, how was your eating? I said, well, I eat pretty good, I think. You know, I'm a vegan. But at the time, y'all was eating a whole lot of sweets. They was vegan, but they was whole packed with so much sugar. I was eating a whole lot of chips. It was bad for my body. He said, Manny, it's time to level up. You want something different for you and your family. It's time to level up. He made me go to the next level even when I didn't want to. And he didn't force me because he's not that type of coach, right? But he challenged me and forced me to say, if you want this different life, if you want to provide for your family, if you're tired of living in poverty, Manny, then you got to apply these principles. He said, Manny, if you want a different life, you got to start thinking differently about yourself right now. You're not showing up on these live videos. You're not showing up on your webinars or your challenges. Your sales aren't coming in the right way, Manny, because you're not advancing as a human being. And I said, man. I didn't want to do it. I felt like he was judging me. I felt like he was being critical of me. I felt like he was saying that I wasn't good enough. And at that time, he was right. I wasn't good enough. I wasn't qualified to be charging people $5,000, $20,000 for programs at that time. Now I am. Now in the range of $25,000 to $50,000 for my inner circle. I wasn't there at that moment. It took me some time to get there. Same thing with you. I'm just going to ask you, since you said I could coach you, when are you going to get serious about your business? When are you going to get serious about your life? And if today's the day, then make today the day. I know that I was tired of seeing my family struggle. I was tired of looking at the bills knowing I didn't have enough money to pay them. I was tired of having to decide if I'm going to pay the light bill or the gas bill this month. I was tired of having to decide, do I just put a couple bucks in my gas tank? Or do I put more? But if I put more, then that's taken away from nothing. I was tired of living in fear. I was tired of that mindset telling me that this is all that I could have. When God starts showing me something different, y'all, I tapped in. I tapped in and said, okay, what I got to do? At that point, because I was tired of living that life, any type of help or assistance that was going to get me to that next level, I said, sign me up. And this is when my mentor came, lo and behold, and his program helped me tremendously. But I had to make a decision. I was tired of living like that, y'all, I'm telling you. I did not want to live like that no more. When I think back to that life, man, I almost feel like it was a different person. It really wasn't even me. Have you ever experienced something like that where it's like you kind of looking back on your life and you're like, man, I don't even see that was me. Like, how was that me? How was I making crappy decisions like that? Because you was on a different mindset. And I'm telling you right now, if you elevate your mindset, that's where the wealth is. When my first thought of being a millionaire years ago, I said, I don't think this is for me because I don't really deserve this. Like, who am I to have $1 million? But when I start changing my mindset about me, I'm getting closer. And I ain't there yet. I ain't got my first million yet, y'all. But I'm on fire. I'm going there. Because the same stuff that I'm telling y'all to do, I'm literally applying it to my life every single day. This is why if you're going to hire any type of brand development coach, image coach, whatever you call it, they got to be giving you this type of game that's going to get you to the next level in every single area. And it's not just you losing some weight. So let's talk about that. Get out of your mind, well, I need to lose some weight. If that's the focus, then you will lose the weight. But guess what? The weight will come right back. It needs to turn into a lifestyle. Just like you getting better at time management. Just like you being good at preparing. Just like you're getting good at sales. It's going to take some time, but it's a mindset shift. You got to start thinking a little bit differently about who you are. I believe that you're amazing, but if you don't believe that, you'll never get there. But if you start tapping into who God called you to be right from the beginning, then you mess that up with all the preparation that you're doing, all the discipline that you have, all the great habits that you have on a daily basis. You can't tell me that you can't be successful. I'm telling you for a fact, y'all, because I have social proof beside my own body to tell you that this is facts. I switched the game up when my mind changed about me. I promise you, I switched the game up when I changed my mindset about me. When I start looking at myself differently, up against who God called me to be, then I was like, okay, that's where the success is. Okay, I got it. I got it. It's in my habits. Okay, I got it. It's within me hiring a good coach. Okay, I got it. Okay, it's me hiring people that I didn't want to hire at first because I wanted to keep all the money. So with Manny Horn Associates, we do social media management, we do email marketing, we do website design, website development, right? We do SEO. And with all of these particular things, I'll be honest with you guys, I got to admit it. 2-3 years ago, I was trying to do everything myself. I was that guy who was trying to do the website, do all their social media, and I had to stop myself and say, no, give somebody else this money because they're an expert at what they do. So that's what I did. I made that decision. But it was a mindset shift. I'm asking you today, will you change your mindset about you? You don't have to buy nothing from me or any other coach. You ain't got to get no programs this year. But will you at least change your mind about you? Will you at least start to see yourself a little bit differently than you see yourself right now? You might be making $50,000, but can you see yourself making $100,000? Can you see yourself making $100,000 in 1 month? Come on. Can you see yourself making $50,000 in 1 day? Well, man, I don't know how would I do that because I sell these bath bombs and that would mean like thousands and thousands of bath bombs that I'll be shipping out. This is where you have to switch your mindset about yourself too. For those that are shipping products, try drop shipping. This is one of the easiest ways for you to monetize and grow your business rapidly without you doing all the packaging and the shipping out, right? If you're a coach that has an amazing program, why not hire other coaches on your team, teach them the same philosophy in a program and make sure that they got it inside of them and they start coaching the people so you can start to slowly remove yourself out of the equation because you by yourself are not going to be able to do everything. And most people that are millionaires, they didn't become millionaires by themselves. They had a team to help them. Yes, you can definitely hire me to be your brand development coach. Absolutely. You click that link below. I can help you. Click the link in my bio, schedule a free consultation. I just want you to go to the next level. And I've tapped into something. My strategy is you improving every single area and system and process within your business. When you do that, you become unstoppable. You are literally becoming a master in your industry and you become invincible. And when I say invincible, this does not mean that you don't ever cry or go through struggles and challenges, but invincible in the sense that nothing can stop you. When a man and a woman gets to that point where they're working on themselves so much every single day, nothing can stop them. They are invincible. Nothing can penetrate them and keep them from progress. You can go to the next level. So I'm going to close. I know we had kind of diverged from social media, but y'all really needed to get that piece in order to get to this next level. I want you to really focus on your engagement this week. The 10 on 10 strategy. For those that just hopped on late, 10 on 10 strategy that I said right at the early part of this live, and make sure you watch the whole thing. You literally spend 10 minutes a day writing 10 different comments on people's posts. That's all you got to do. And I guarantee you'll get more followers, you'll get more engagement, you'll naturally get more sales. 10 on 10 strategy. Engaging with people is going to build relationships. Building relationships with people lets them know who the heck you are and how amazing you are. You got this great gift inside of you, but you're hiding it? Why are you hiding it? It's time to put that thing out there. People need to see it. Today's the day. I love you all. Peace and blessings.